Hey, this is Servo.
And this is RobotnikIsSexy.
Hey, this is me showing how Lost World works.
Yeah, so don't feel bad if you use Lost World because it could be worse.
Could be six corners,
Could be that six corners, or you
or
could be fighting a drizzle team or
or or
something.
Rushabor.
Reshabor. I have a Reshabor in real life. I was provoked. I had to use it.
Apparently, Rushabor is the one go to deck now. Apparently for like novice players. Like that's what I was
Yeah,
reading
it's
in
so
chat.
easy to make
Yeah.
because restaurants came as promos for a long time. And then you can get those Embors as promos, so it's so easy to put it together.
So horribly. That's so horrible.
Just, I feel horrible just buying the cards because I've spent so much money on this stuff, and it's like, what good is it? But the online game is a lot better.
I love the online game because I get to play a lot, and it's pretty cool. I like the community. It's not too hardcore. It's not too jerkish. You know.
There seems to be a big gap between hardcore and noob,
Yeah.
I think, which hopefully that'll fill in. But it's like the hardened card Pokemon card player sweeps you with all these excellent cards.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now with
Okay.
your Lime Junior?
So mine Junior is a baby Pokemon. So what it does is it tosses your top card into the World Zone or the Lost Zone. Sorry. So
That
basically,
sounds pretty bad for
um,
you.
well, for who? For me?
Yeah, because you're like losing cards permanently.
No, no, no.
I feel
It's
like
from
it's
his deck.
from his deck.
Yeah, from his
Okay.
yeah from his deck. He takes I take his top card and put it into the Lost Zone. So
Uh,
basically, it works really well with my slacking, which I'm about. Well, after I put my Pokemon Collector out, what slacking does is it looks at your top three cards, the top three cards of either one's deck, but I usually pick my opponents, and reorders them in any way you want.
oh, you mean Slow King?
Slowking, yeah, Slowking, yeah. Sorry.
I was trying to think of a slacking standard. I can't think of anything. I think they'll make one though. They're coming out with new sets all the time.
Yeah. So basically, what I did on the first turn was I just basically guessed that there was a Pokemon on the top card, and it happened to be a Chansey, so I was lucky. And I'm basically putting Pokemon on his top deck. See, and there goes his Togetic.
Is this a basic yellow?
This is, I think, it's basic yellow. The other one, the next one after this one, is going to be a person that has is high powered grass, basically.
Oh, so like my deck.
Yeah.
Except
Oh, it's actually is your deck basically because it has a superior with Royal Heal.
it has random fire Pokemon too.
Nah, it's just grass. But I kind of stalled him to make sure you didn't get any Lilligants on the field. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we are.
so basically, this whole deck revolves around Mime Junior, Mr. Mime, and Slow King, and Gengar Prime. But I think Gengar Prime is the worst Pokemon out of all of the Pokemons. Like it's pretty much the OP-ness. But
You mean worse as in good?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Which I have one complaint about this take time. I have one complaint about the UI in Pokemon. I really hate that every time it asks you a question, it's a yes or no question, even though the question is not really a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Like, would you like to look at your opponent's deck, or would you like to look at your deck? Press no for your deck. Press yes. Like, I really wish it was just like, look at your opponent's deck, look at my deck, because I kind of mix it up sometimes by accident.
Yeah, like triggering Pokemon abilities in the cards. I
Yeah,
found that really confusing. Like, I'll attach energy to someone I don't want to swear loudly because I messed up.
yeah, basically. But
Worked out.
Yeah, he actually kills off a bunch of my Pokemon now with Ampharos, which is a pretty good card. Like you get
Oh
to
yeah, I remember.
yeah, Ampharos is a pretty good card. I mean, Acceleration Bolt's like what does one? It does 30 damage for one energy, and you get to pick out two energy cards from your deck and put it on any Pokemon you want. Like
Yeah, that's really impressive for
yeah,
a basic deck like
y-
that.
yeah. It's I use him in my electric deck to get my Thunderuses going and my Tornaduses going off the bat.
The only problem is you have to evolve them a bunch of times, which
Yeah.
is pretty slow.
Well, that's why you
But
have rare candies.
I don't have any. I need to
Oh,
get.
I can give you some after this.
Oh wow, I'll have to go to work, but
Uh,
maybe later.
all right. Yeah, I can definitely give you some.
Uh,
I have a bunch of rare candies.
wow.
Yeah. But as you can see, I'm getting really bad lucks on the baby sleeps because I wake up every time I use my hand.
Oh, that sucks.
So I actually get lucky enough to go into a Gengar Prime. And as you can see, my stadium card, which is Lost World, which is the basis staple of the whole deck. Which,
Oh.
if you don't know what Lost World, if anyone doesn't know what Lost World card does, it's if your Lost World zone has 6 Pokemon, you win the game.
Oh, okay. I haven't really looked at one close up, and
Yes,
so that explains everything. Because Gengar sends Pokemon to the Lost World, so he has to
yes.
do it six times.
Mr. Mime can do it. Actually, only two Pokemon that can do it is Mr. Mime and Gengar.
So
So
basically, kill them
you want to kill them
before they can do it.
exactly. You want to kill them before they can do anything to you. But also,
Maybe.
there's also another way to get around it is make sure you don't have make sure you're discarding make sure you build up your Pokemon fast and discard them from your deck as fast as possible.
Can't you like play your own stadium card to like
To
make
take out,
Lost
yes,
World?
yes,
Yeah,
but
that's
there's not a lot of other stadium cards that are really good out there.
that's true. Most of them are pretty terrible.
Exactly, so nobody would really want it. Um, for some reason, I took out my my Mime Junior and put in Gengar, which has 3 energies by the way. But I Seeker out one of his Pokemon. I'm hoping that he's noob enough to Seeker one of his Pokemon that are evolved. So he doesn't. He goes for the Mareep. And I'm just gonna hurl into darkness. Since I have 3 psychic energies, I could hurl into darkness 3 Pokemon from his hand.
Okay,
So
so like the Lost World deck. I mean, stadium card. If they have six on Lost Zone, you win, or is it you?
it's me.
Okay.
So basically, if they're doing a Lost World zone, they have to have Pokemon to send my Pokemon to Lost World too.
Also, is it like any? Does it have to
It's
be from your side or their
it
side?
has to be from their side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
it's really weird. Like most of the I haven't faced another Lost World. Like I played a couple of expert games, and I mostly run into 6 corners. But anyway, like I haven't seen another Lost World deck besides Elo doing him. But it's a pretty cool deck.
Yeah, it sounds. A lot of these cards in real life, which is weird. Like I could make a Lost World deck. I don't have the Stadium card though for the Lost World, so I guess it's all in vain. But I have like most of these cards.
Yeah, he actually kills off my Gengar, but it doesn't really matter because I win because I have 6 Pokemon in there.
Oh, way to ruin it! The suspense is over. Oh, well, there you are. There you won. I guess you didn't really ruin it.
So here I go looking in for another match. Because this one actually took a lot longer because this was the high-powered grass deck with those
Did he have
beautiful.
Bruceons?
Yes, he had Virizions, but I kind of tossed them into the Lost World.
I see. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I tossed him into the Lost World. He had those nice Lilligants. The one that does the poison the poison sleep or poison paralyze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to get rid of those because I know how annoying those could be.
Pretty nice.
They are. I'm telling you, Robotnik. I have those cards have saved me time and time again whenever I use my grass deck.
Oh, do you have a pure grass deck too?
Yeah, I have a pure grass deck with just it basically revolves around Lilligants.
Do you use Lavani with that?
No, but
Anyone with grass energy
I
doesn't have
definitely should use them
resistance.
though.
I want to try them out. But I like my grass fire thing so far. But I like promise you, my first expert recorded game will be like a six corners, and I'll be like totally raped.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'll cry.
I hate six corners with a passion, but well, in this game you can actually see my Mr. Mime. And what Mr. Mime's Pokemon ability does is he can see your hand and what you have in your hand. So basically, it works really well with Gengar.
So, oh, that's right. Gengar sends stuff away from your hand. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, you want Mr. Mime with Gengar, and then you want Slow King with Mime Junior.
I only have one Slow King, but
Oh, I had
I
a
don't know.
trade. I had a trade for these, man. I opened a bunch of Call of Legend packs, man, and it was ridiculous. I didn't get anything.
Oh, I know. Like most of the Call of Legend stuff is really trashy, um, which is sad. 'Cause there's like one good card.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't like trading. I don't like trading cards for packs. I just it's against my morals. Like I just ugh.
I can understand that.
It's like I hate trading. Like I'm gonna tell you I have another recording of pack openings, and I spent the one before that one that you saw on YouTube was a 36 code pack, which cost me $20. Now now I'm thinking of it as if I trade five of those like packs, it's like I'm giving you kind of like $4 or $5 in a way.
Yeah,
With
definitely.
and it's like whatever. But
You can't.
I like the excitement of getting my own cards.
I know you're gambling. It's a problem. But you can't be frugal and play this game because if you think about how much money, it ruins it.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I just like black that out in my mind. And I'm like, I don't
Yeah, I
need it.
know. You told me you hate money. So do I.
I hate money. I just give it away for these pieces of cardboard.
At that, I don't even get pieces of cardboard. I just get the codes emailed to me.
Yeah, it's hard to say which one is more valuable. Probably the online game since you can actually fight people.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, it's nice that they're cheaper than the packs. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
an
That's
equal
I don't
price.
play since like yeah I don't play. But I actually get really scared at this point because I really have I'm trying to get my Gengar out as fast as possible, and my Slow King out because he has a superior up, and I'm like that's gonna be. I mean I'm not gonna do damage to any of his guys anyway. Like none of my Pokemon do really good damage except for Gengar, which Gengar what he does is it's called Curse Drop, where he basically puts four damage counters on any Pokemon in any way he
Yeah,
wants.
which is cool, but still, it doesn't compare to like 120.
Exactly.
Bam, 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 six corners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, but I don't know if do you know? I mean, you have a Gengar Prime in real life, right?
What?
Do you have a Gengar Prime in real life?
Yeah, I have a lot of these cards in real life, but I have no one to use them with, and
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have the
The
stadium
Stadium
card for
card.
the Lost World.
So you know what his Prime body is then, right? It's basically if you get knocked out by Gengar, you go into the Lost Zone.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
That
basic.
sounds really good.
So if I knock out somebody with Gengar, like let's say the baby's out there, I can definitely get a card like that. But when you do it that way, you can actually get a prize card also. since you're legally knocking out a Pokemon, so you're entitled to a prize card.
It's like Destiny Bond.
Exactly, yeah. So let's see what else is there. I'm basically struggling against this deck right now. He has a Pinsir out there too.
What kind of pincer?
It's Head Charge and Guillotine and a Cacturn. I don't know why he has a
Oh,
Cacturn.
that's the bad cactus. There actually is a better cactus than that, where it can Giga Drain for 50 and then it heals 50, and then it has this other attack where you flip and then it does some random damage.
uh,
But I don't know. Virizion definitely better. No doubts about it.
yeah, I eke up a new hand, and as you can see, I run twins because in a Lost World deck, you don't grab any prize cards, so your opponent's always gonna probably have more prize cards than you anyway.
Wow, that's a good point.
Exactly. So I run twins, and it's pretty good, and I get two of them. So I was actually playing pretty careless. I could have probably got a smoother win if I didn't do this, but I'm kind of hoping that my Clef is gonna wake up soon. So I just used my Slow King ability to like kind of stall him a bit. Which now that I think about it, I should have just given him the max potion instead of the energy, because basically he's energy. He's setting up his Pokemon. So
Oh, right. I see.
yeah, so I didn't really. So I was like, yeah, I should have done that. Now in hindsight, that I think about it now, I can't do anything about it now. But like I thought about it, I was like, I should have just gave him the max powers because he's not the max potion because he's not gonna do anything. So I'm not hurting any of his Pokemon. So
Yeah.
yeah, and he had a catcher in there, and I was really afraid of the catcher because I was like, he's gonna catcher in something, and I don't know what he was gonna catcher in, but I kind of forgot about it after a while. He has a Sawsbuck, and he has the good Sawsbuck, so I was happy that I caught it early on, even though he doesn't have any deerlings out on the field anyway.
Yeah.
Which by the way, what he just did right now, actually, he filled up his bench, which is actually the opposite of what you want to do when you're facing a Lost World deck.
Oh yeah, because then you can just hurl into darkness.
Exactly. But yeah, that's his Pinsir, which gets a head flip every single time he does head charge, which does automatic 30 damage.
Automatic 30 damage.
Yeah, so it's like, what a pain. But basically, I don't have my Gengar out yet, so I'm trying to still get my Gengar out. And I'm sorry for the random shift moving of the screen, but I was on my trackpad on my Mac, and it kept moving for some reason.
Oh, and you use the twins.
Yeah,
Looks like.
yeah. So I use the twins now to get my Gengar out, which has 4 energies on it, which means I could basically toss 4 Pokemons from his hand into the Lost World. So there's only 2 in there now. But an interesting tidbit though, you cannot win the game until after your turn.
So, do a lot of your cards have low retreat costs, so you can just send Gengar in?
Gengar and Haunter have no retreat cost. Mr. Mime Jr. has no retreat cost. Slow King and Mr. Mime have a retreat cost of 2, which is kind of a pain.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I might run like a switch or two.
I took out my switches for the Seekers because it was like I wasn't getting caught with catchers recently until this deck. But
Oh man, those catchers. It's like the whole reason to use switches now, other than them being good.
yeah, pretty much. But he has his Pinsir in for a while, and I'm like, this is going to be kind of annoying. And I think I get a lucky coin flip at one point, but I don't know what he's waiting for. I actually sped this up too to 125 speed. But again, he gets his heads, and I get
Oh, that's a pincer.
yeah.
Because there's another pincer where you like coin flip and you can like throw the Pokemon back into their deck.
Oh no, that wasn't.
I don't think it's legal anymore, but it's not that old either. I think it's like Diamond Pearl or something.
Oh wow, that would be.
I guess it's pretty old.
So right now I just twinsed up again to see what I'm going to get. I kind of want to get my Mime Juniors back out into the field because those are really good stallers.
So I guess like an opposing Psychic or Dark deck would be a big problem for Lost World.
Yes. Well, all my Pokemon are weak to Psychic.
But Gengar's actually weak to Dark.
Is he? I didn't see it.
He is. Like when I got the card in real life, because I hate money, I noticed that he was weak to Dark, and I was like, I thought it was really weird because like nothing is weak to Dark. All that much is weak to Dark.
It's really weird. I gotta look at my card again because I know he's immune to normal. He's like the only ghost I've seen that's immune to normal so far.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, when he was hitting me with he hit me with one of his Pokemon in the first turn that was a normal type, but it didn't do any damage because it did 20 and I was resistant to 20, so it didn't really make a difference.
Oh, right.
But now
But
now he catchers out my Slowking, and I'm like, crud. Yeah. But at this point, I kind of figured that I was gonna win because he has a full bench, and if he's gonna get another Pokemon, if he's gonna get another prize card, a good possibility chance is that it's gonna be a Pokemon. Like, how many Pokemon do you run in your deck?
I run like 20 or 21. I try not to run more than that. I like to have more trainers than Pokemon, like Esperal.
Okay, I usually run 20, 20, 20. You know.
Oh, 20, 20, 20.
Yeah.
I like to run like 17 energies, because like just the 3 extra space, card space seems to come in handy.
Okay. I was thinking about.
Like, you could use that that extra space for like switches or something.
Yeah. I mean, as you can see, like the only Pokemon that really needs the energies in his hand is Gengar.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of Pokemon you're using too. Like, it looks like a lot of your Pokemon don't actually need that much energy. Like, I'm not really sure. It looks like Gengar doesn't need 4 or 3.
No, he needs to retreat or to use his stuff.
Just use his.
No, his hurl is 1, but for every psychic energy you have, that's how many Pokemon you can hurl into the deck, into the Lost Zone.
Oh, okay. So like if you have 6 on him, then you can
hurl.
Win.
Yeah, he can hurl 6 Pokemon into Lost Zone.
Okay, so I'd run more energy just for that, for that one guy.
Yeah. But as you can see here, I'm gonna win in the next few turns because because he has a full bench, and I'm gonna Mr. Mime him to see how many Pokemon he actually has. As I can see, he has 2 Pokemon. I need 3 Pokemon left, so and I have a Seeker in my hand. So I was like, okay, if I Seeker out something right now, he's gonna have to put it in his hand. He can't put it down till next turn anyway. So I was like, yep, I'll Seeker out my Cleffa since it has the damage counters on it. And then I basically became a jerk at this point because I was like really scared for half this match for some reason, and I was like, good game, and announcing my victory before it actually happened.
So Gengar can hurl stuff that's in its hand, not on the battlefield.
No, if it knocks it out. If Gengar knocks out a Pokemon, it goes into a Lost Zone.
Okay, so it can do that too.
Yeah, so it has 2 ways to knocking it out. So it's pretty cool. But here's like what I was just telling you right now is that basically you can't win until your next turn. So basically he gets a turn and then I get a turn back. So that means that if I have 6 Pokemon in my Lost Zone and he has 1 more card left and he knocks out my last Pokemon, he wins. Which is kind of, I don't know, I feel like they gotta fix that. Or maybe it makes it balanced, I don't know.
So the stadium card applies to both people then?
Yeah, no, just to the person that used it.
Okay.
But this is the last of the recording, and thank you again for narrating with me.
Oh, no problem.
All right, later, YouTube.